Hi guys, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany and today we're back with another Shop My Stash video. You'll be seeing a lot more videos from me since I am able to work from home right now. Diving on in, last week from the new drawer, I feel like it wasn't last week, I feel like it was 2 weeks ago. Either way, from the new drawer, I think that we pulled this product. I could be completely wrong. It feels like I haven't filmed in forever, but I think I chose out the Confetti Fenty Glossy Balm. Loved this. It felt so nourishing. I mean, it was just perfection. I haven't been able to wear gloss due to Invisalign for a long time, so that was really good. It also like really helped with my chapped lips. But this week from the new drawer, I'm going to pull out this Lime Crime Venus palette. So it looks like this. This is the pinker toned one, and I think it may be a good thing for spring. Not really sure how much makeup I will be wearing, but when I do, it's going to be this one. I also want to get my thoughts on it to see if I would recommend it, because it is in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So yeah, I have the purple one I love, but haven't pulled this one, and I purchased it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty previously, so it's time to give this one some love. And that's all for this drawer. For the base of my face, and I will tell you, I have not been happy with it at all. I pulled this Too Faced Peach Perfect, which I hadn't loved, but I found a combination primer foundation that I did enjoy, and the Becca First Light Priming Filter was not that combination. I thought that it was. We're going to put these two up. It was actually, now that I remember, the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, so I will be pulling that in the future to get some use out of that primer. But I'm not really going to be going many places, so I'm going to go ahead and use this while I can. This is the CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless. This is too light, and then I'm going to mix it with the Dior Forever. This one's too dark. I don't like either of these, honestly, on their own. The CoverGirl Olay, I feel like it's weird that it says Simply Ageless, because I feel like it ages me of all my products. The Dior Skin just, I don't know, it's finicky. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. But we're going to pull these two. And since I have such problems with those, we're going to bring out the Heavy Hitter Primer. And it is the Lancome La Base Pro Primer. I just feel like this has really good skincare qualities and just makes any foundation that you normally don't love a top favorite foundation. And I feel like I'm going to need it with both of those. I feel like when I had the Dior Forever Skin lighter shade and I would just pull those two, this worked really well with that. So we're going to pull this one. And for let's do setting sprays. I have this Revlon Photo Ready. This is like such little product. We'll finish this the next time that I pull it, but for now, especially with those two foundations, I want to pull my, like, if all else fails setting spray, and that is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It's the only setting spray that I feel truly makes my makeup last a long time. So we're gonna pull that one. For concealers, I'm tempted to leave this in. I'm going to. So this is the Becca Brightening. It's in a project pan. Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I don't like these products on their own, but they work really well together. Sneak peek, I'm going to be doing, like Emily Noel did, products that are better together, and this will probably be featured in that. So I'm going to pull these two. And then for setting powders, oh gosh, I'm going to put this up, the Cover FX, the Perfect Setting Powder. Out of all of my powders, this is my favorite. I wouldn't say this is my absolute favorite powder, but of all the ones that I have currently, it is. We're going to pull the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I don't feel like this is an oily skin gal's friend, but I don't feel like I'm going to be wearing makeup for long hours, so let's try to get some use out of this. I'm going to pull that. And that's all for this drawer. To my blush, bronzer, highlight, contour drawer. So let's go on to bronzer. So I used this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil for the last couple of weeks, and I'm just ready to put her back. I probably wouldn't repurchase that, but it is in a project pan, so I am going to finish it up. I want to pull out my favorite bronzer, the Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. I got this on an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and it is one of, if not my all-time favorite bronzer. So we're gonna pull this one. And for blushes, I can't wait to use this one, which is crazy. We have to put up the Bare Minerals, the Indecent Proposal. It's not that I didn't like this blush, it's that I have really just loved this MAC Well Dressed blush. I should be tired of it. I've used it almost exclusively for the past 2 months because it isn't a project pan and I want to get as much uses of it as I can with spring and upcoming spring. So I'm going to pull this one, and I'm super happy to have that back in my life. Actually, for contour this week, let's go ahead and pull out this e.l.f. cream contour because I can use that blush paired with that Well Dressed. The Well Dressed is a very subtle blush, but if I ever want to amp it up, that cream blush will do the trick. So we're going to pull this for contour, and I'm also going to use that cream blush. And last week for contour, per usual, I had the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm not going to use that for contour, but it is in my year-long project pan, so I'm going to use that middle shade to set my under eyes, and I use the shade farthest to the left, the way you're looking at it, to set my eyelids. I'm going to pull that. And then for blushes, so I'm going to put the Jeffree Star Hypothermia blush up. This is amazing as an eyeshadow topper. I hope I took a picture of it. If so, I'll put that look on the screen. But just a matte purple eyeshadow with this on top, or really any eyeshadow on top, it just takes it to another dimension. I love this as a highlighter, but I love it as a topper. We're going to keep in this Benefit High Beam. I'm doing really well on it. I've really enjoy it, but I do want to bring something in that's more of a natural. I want to bring something in to top it off. I haven't pulled this in what feels like forever, and I'm not going to pull it again. I'm looking for a more pinky, and so let's just go here. I feel like I haven't pulled this since the very first time that I brought it from my new drawer. It is the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter in Aurora, and I remember liking the two paired, so we're just going to pull this one. And that's all for this drawer. I feel really good about that. This is my Everything Eyes. It isn't an eyeshadow palette. Going to keep in the Urban Decay Primer Potion for, I have no idea how this is still going strong. It's not going strong, but it's still going, so we're going to keep that. It's also in a project pan. I'm going to put up this Disney ColourPop Villains Collection in Spindle. I love this. It's a Jelly Much shadow, but I didn't use it, surprisingly. I'm going to keep in the Maybelline Color Tattoo. The color just looks like this. It's like a champagne-y color, and I think it would be a really good base for that palette. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep in the Too Faced Brow Envy. It is in a year-long project pan. I must say I go in and out of, I could use this for a whole year, and how am I going to use this for a whole year? So we're going to pull this one, keep that one. And I do want to switch up my mascara just because no one's really going to be seeing me, so I want to put up my favorites. So let's just put up the Dior primer. I've had that in for a while on the Smashbox Superfan, and I know that I've used this Laura Geller one and I loved it with the drugstore primer I had. I haven't used it alone in a long time, so let's just pull this one. I know I loved this mascara though, so pull that one. And for liner, I have the Tarte Sex Kitten, and I'm just going to keep this one in. For fun pops of color liner, I want to use the Hard Candy, and it's a chrome liner in Hot Pants. I think I'll get some use out of that with the palette because the palette seems to be so matte, and it'll be a little pop. And, oh, I need to put up this Stila Shimmer and Glow in BOHEME. If I have that look, I will put that on the screen right now. And that's all for this drawer. Lippy. So I have my Project Pan Lippy that is in my jacket pocket, I believe. But I do need to put these up. If I took a picture of me wearing this lip combo, I'll put it on the screen now. But I liked the Katy Perry Cosmo Kitty color here. It's just like a true like lavender color. But this lip liner, which I almost didn't pull because it's so different, this Lime Crime Lip Velveteen and Petunia, it's more pinky, but I think it toned it down just enough where it didn't take away, but it made it more wearable. But we're gonna put those up. And then I have the Jeffree Star in Clouds. I'll put that look on the screen right now. I just love it. I think it's like the most outside of the box that you could get and still be sort of wearable. I don't know. It's like a crazy color, but I feel comfortable in it. And then the Glossy Bomb by Fenty. Loved it. I already talked about that. Now, let me pull some options and look at the palette, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the palette that we are keeping in mind. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Jeffree Star lippies. I'm going to swatch them and we'll look and decide from there. First one up is the color Skin Tight. And ooh, that looks like a really good option. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna pull this one. I haven't pulled that in forever, but you can tell it's like a pale pink. And then, let me see. Then this is the shade Can't Relate, right here. And it looks similar to that shade, just a little toned down. So we'll go ahead and put that one up since it's so similar. I feel like this is gonna be the same. Maybe not, this is Celebrity Skin. It is like a more, it's like a deeper wearable. So let's pull that one. Next one up is Jeffree Who. This might be a good, that is like darker. I feel like, let's see it by these two. So Jeffree Who's right here. Now let's look at Calabasas. Calabasas is so similar, but still different. I still like the Jeffree Who option better for that palette. And then let's look at Doll Parts by those. That's more pinky. I feel like we have that. So let's do this shade Jeffree Who. And then of course, per usual, I have the shade that's in my Project Pan by Kat Von D. And that's all for this drawer. The last thing to do is to put up this MAC Classic Cutie. As you can see, I've got some real usage out of this. I used this and this as a combo, like these gray silver tones. That on the lid, that on the crease, I'll put that on the screen. And that was a really good option for me for work. I think I've showed almost everything else I used, but this all over the lid with this, and then I mean, this shade right here is meant to be a highlighter. I used it as a eyeshadow shimmer shade and I loved it, loved it, loved it. So once again, this is a go-to quick palette for me. Highly suggest that if you see that at TJ Maxx, do not hesitate to pick that up. And that is all. Let's look at all the items that we pulled. Here's an overview of all the items that we've pulled. I'm excited about basically everything except for this foundation combo. Let me know in the comments below your current favorite foundation, because as you can see, I need some more foundations. And thanks for watching. Bye guys.